everyone, Tama here. This is part 2 of my reorganization of the Dolly sewing room. As you can see here, I have my sewing table back together. This is a sewing cabinet I bought many years ago from just Walmart, and it's nice because it's on casters, it's on wheels, so I can close it up when I need to roll it away. I can just close it up and roll it away, but pretty much I keep it out all the time unless we have company. The Dolly sewing room is also the guest room of my house the very few times we have anybody here. Mostly we try to keep a extra bed in here because of when we have hurricanes and we might have family stay over with us, but otherwise it's pretty much my crafty room. Keep it away from the animals. We have quite a few pets, so anyway, you can see I finally have this all together. If you watched part 1 of this video, which I will link down below, this table was a complete disaster area, and now I have it all cleaned up and I have new shelves to show you here in a minute. Over here in this corner, I keep a lot of doll clothes in, and someday I'm going to do a video where I pop this open and it's pretty packed but mostly it's all Blythe clothes, so we'll go through that someday. And there's just a little pillow. So this is my backdrop where I film a lot of videos here, unboxings and that kind of thing. And this is a neutral background that I picked up. It's just a big sheet that you can buy from Amazon. They have a bunch of different, video backgrounds you can buy. And it's just kind of, it's fabric. Anywho. And if you saw my other video, you saw that there were dolls up here. This is a turned over box springs and mattress on its side, so I lose a couple of feet of the room because I'm keeping this bed here in case we have company. And I had a whole bunch of dolls up here, and guess what? I still have a whole bunch of dolls up here even after putting in the shelves that I'm about to show you. But it's not as many dolls, and these dolls, these are most of my Disney dolls. They're still in boxes. I'm not sure if I'm going to unbox them or not. Because they look really nice like they are, and I don't know, for some reason I just haven't had the I might unbox her at some point. She's got a different body type, Moana, and I would say out of all of these, she's my favorite doll. So she's a doll I would want to do stuff with. So I don't know. Right now they're staying in their boxes though. I've got this little wicker basket thing. This has all kinds of ribbons that I use for doll hair, headbands, that kind of thing. That's up in there. And then I have some old toys here. I crocheted this little bunny a few years ago. Here's my Raggedy Ann. I did a Raggedy Ann video where I showed her. And this guy needs restringing. He's all made of yo-yos. And I got a wicker basket with fabric scraps, another wicker basket. This has yarn in it. So yeah, even though I got some wonderful shelving in that I will show you soon, I still have dolls up here. A little table I use for unboxings and that kind of thing. Anytime I have something that I want to, film from above, I use this little table. I got it from Amazon fairly inexpensively. This is a cabinet that have all kinds of sewing supplies in it, fabric. It's just a little cheapy, extra thread, miscellaneous crafty supplies in there. I have some of the girls here. She's going to be, Zanya remembers, is going to be getting a spa soon, so that's why she's hanging out here. This is a pull-up that I have that I do have a small collection of Groove dolls that maybe I'll do like a little video of sometime. She's hanging out here. She is the only pull-up doll that I use to sew with and stuff. In fact, that's why, even though she's really gorgeous, she has a different hair. This is Marie Antoinette rewigged, and very nice doll collector friend of mine, Betsy, let me buy this doll from her at a really good price. And she's a model for when I want to sew. She's actually wearing a dress now that was made by Marna over at Dolls Rescued. And she was my Queen of Hearts when I did Alice in Wonderland, so she's still wearing that outfit. And we have Barbie here, and another Blythe doll. She also works in the Dolly Sewing Room as a model. And of course, my water bottle. I don't put water in my iron because you really shouldn't leave water in an iron, and I'm not really good about emptying them. So basically I'm lazy and I just spray stuff instead of putting it in here. And then here's a closet. Is still kind of a disaster. I did clear some stuff out of there though. Here I have a bag of future things that I will be doing videos on, so it's kind of like in waiting before I bring it over here. This had a whole bunch of yarn scraps in it, and I was like, you know, I just collect them, and then I don't really use them too much. I mean, I do a little bit with doll stuff, but I will be going back to school soon, and hopefully my craft club will be meeting that I sponsor. Hopefully we'll get to meet in person again. And I emptied all the scrap pieces into a plastic bag, and I'm going to bring them to school. So that when we get together, not that we don't have a lot of yarn scraps anyway in my office, but I teach students how to knit and crochet as part of the craft club that I sponsor. And so having little bits of yarn like that is super handy. So I'm just going to bring them to school. And then I think this is just more aesthetically pleasing. And this is yarn I got. It's this pretty nice yarn from Knit Picks. And I like to use it when I try to make you know, like simple scarves and hats and stuff that I give to street knits, and so that's kind of my street knits yarn over there. I have more Blythe clothes in here. Again, future video. This has mostly separates like tops and pants and skirts, and the other one that I showed you has mostly dresses and stock clothes. So, and this has just a little, this is just a little miniature drawer. I've got some headbands. Here's a little phone. I should take that out actually and use that. So I got hair clips, little dolly jewelry. Here's a little Ouija board for when Halloween comes. I always take that out for my display. And let's see what else I got. A little, that's a purse. This is a little, I'm not even sure what this is or why I still have it. And this has little clips, tiny, these little tiny clips. These are cool when I want to hang up a dress and take pictures and stuff like that. And then this is all undies, Blythe undies, for the most part, in there. Obviously, you know what that is. There's a whole bunch of bags, my ironing board, and my tripod. All right, on to the shelving. Drum roll, please. Let's start at the top. So if you watched my previous video, you know I was uncertain about putting stuff up here at the top of these bookcases because the instructions said I shouldn't do that, even though they are connected to the wall. So, but as you can see, I did put stuff up here, but it's all pretty light. I have these Star Trek guys here still in the box. I debated about taking them out, but again, I think they just display so well. The boxes are really cool. Yeah, I'm a Star Trek geek. Love Star Trek. When I was a little kid, I used to pretend like I was, when we would play house, my husband was always Captain Kirk. Anyway, so here's a little gift bag that I got when I purchased one of the Gorgeous Girls that, actually I don't have them here. I have them in my curio in another room. But I thought this bag was super cute, and it's handy because I keep it up here, and I have all kinds of doll stands in here. This is a very old doll of my mother's that's practically falling apart, and as you can see, I reused one of the Centauro doll boxes that came with one of my Gorgeous dolls, which I love those dolls. I only have two, but I really want more of them. So anyway, I did a video about this where I kind of just put some tissue and felt and stuff, and I kind of created this little, because she's very delicate. My thoughts are someday when I can afford it, or I can find the right person or whatever, that I might have somebody restore her. Alright, so then we have the Malibu Barbies over here. And yes, spilling the beans, I have another set, and I will be opening them pretty soon. And then I have, this is a vintage Barbie bag, and I have stuff in it still from my childhood. I guess maybe I'll open it one day on a video. It's kind of weird. It's got some weird stuff in it, but it's pretty cool. I mean, I literally, this is something when I would go across the street to visit, you know, my girlfriend across the street that lived, and we would play Barbies over there all the time. I packed this up and I carried across the street. So, all right, so you can see I don't have a lot on this shelf because I am planning that the Malibu Barbies are going to hang out here. And then I also have this that I'm going to be opening. I showed this on another video when I did a Target haul, and I do want to open this up, and I want to make this a, you know, sort of a diorama of the beach. I got this really cool, not to scale obviously, Barbie's a giant next to this, but I like it, so it's gonna stay there. So so there you go. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's fun. So it's going to be hanging out with Barbie and whomever else is up here, maybe the Blythes. And more Barbies are down here. So this is, I've got Skipper over here. This is Made to Move. We've got some vintage, couple of vintage dolls. And this is somebody I don't even know who she is. I know she's had her hair cut. If you know who she is, let me know in the comments below. I did an unboxing video of this. For some reason though, even though I keep trying to tell YouTube that this is an adult channel, they turn off comments sometimes. In this particular one where I had the this new Barbie here, she is part of the Barbie Loves the Ocean, and this is part of that collection as well. They closed the comments on me, and even though I managed to open them up a few times, they keep closing them again. So anywho, we got a vintage Malibu Ken back here. This is a Fashionista over here. And then of course we have this really cool Skipper, surfer Skipper that I really like. And she's not made to move, but she's pretty articulated. So, oh, and by the way, we have a vintage Skipper here. Again, this is a doll from my childhood. I would play with her, and she is wearing a Sparkle Girls little outfit. All right, so moving down here, we have all of my A Girl for All Time dolls. They're going to have to suck it up soon though, because in a few months I'm going to have another one. I've ordered the Helena doll, and she is a Regency era doll, so she will be squeezed in here. Hopefully I can get them all in here. But yeah, these adjustable shelves worked out really well, and I like it that I can, you know, move things around. This is not a static, like this isn't how it's going to look forever. All right, so down here I've got a couple of more shallow shelves. This has my more thread. This is the thread I use for my machine a lot. This has some Chinese knotting cord. That's what it is. Words. So I use that for jewelry making and also just for various types of sewing crafts. Okay, so this basket, I got a couple of cute little charms on here. I love this little bicycle. I like to ride my bike. So I've got my elastic in here. These are a couple of bags, like they're wraps that go around Blythe dolls or other dolls when you want to travel. Got a little ruler, little metal box. That's when my doll goes traveling, that's her suitcase. And this is a work in progress. I need to finish it. It's a stuffed bunny that I've been crocheting. I got some little teeny tiny little buttons in there. They're pretty colorful. So this shelf doesn't look that great, but it's very functional. It has supplies I need when I ship things out. We've got a few hats here. These fit Blythe as well as American Girl dolls, and I just have a few extra. There's my scale and my tape, and I've got bags and all kinds of stuff down there that I use for when I ship things out. Right now, my Etsy shop is not active, but if I ever, you know, I still ship things out to people as part of my YouTube channel, so it's handy just to have this stuff available here. I can pull out and pack things up. All right, so let's go move over this way and then we'll move up. I'm on the floor now, guys. Oh, seriously. Okay, so we have a couple of dolls here. We've got Flower. She is a World of Love doll from Hasbro. Again, vintage. This is a Leica doll. She's the real deal. I don't remember if I've messed with this doll numerous times, and now I can't remember if she's on the real Leica body, or I might have stolen her real body and put her on a fake body. I don't know. But she's pretty cute. She's wearing a dress I made a while back, and I thought it looked really cute on her. Again, this is more of a functional kind of, it's semi pretty, but it's really more of a functional shelf. I've got ribbon down here and little bags. Some that's interfacing, sewing stuff. We've got some crochet books, craft books, a few novels, and oh yeah, we've got these cute little painted rocks I bought from a little girl in the Caribbean somewhere. Some little girl made these and I thought they were cute. Here we've got a bunch of little clips. These are super handy for all kinds of crafting and sewing. So I have lots of those. All right, let's move up. Fabric. All right, so so I have 3 of these bookcases. This is the center one. And here I have, this is the bigger pieces of fabric, the yardage, I guess you would call it. And most of them, some of them are fat quarters, but most of them are multiple, at least 1 yard or more. And yeah, so I just have them there. I think it looks okay, you know, could be fixed up, but again, this is kind of a functional space, so I need to be able to take out the fabric when I need to work with it. Moving up here, we've got my Tootie. She is a customized doll from Funny Funny Girl. She's hanging out here with her teddy bear. These girls have their little stuffed toys too. They need to get their clothes changed. My smart girl's been wearing this for way too long. And then again, this is some of my yardage. I think I have maybe a few fat quarters in here over here, but more fabric. And I think I might try to find another, I don't really like the color of this basket. Like up here I have a white one I picked up from Target. So I'm gonna try to get another basket just so it's, I think it'll just look better to have it white. And I always can use an extra basket. All right, so here's the next shelf. I showed this already in another video, but here we have Malibu and we have Miami back here. I have this little corn husk doll from, I don't know when, I've probably had her 50 years, okay? And then I have some of the dresses I've made hanging up here. This has got little bits of, it's got my business card. It's got some little clips and tape. But you can see I have, this is more fat quarters. So this is, I tried to just fold them up into squares and kind of fit them in here as best I could. This is a super cute little pin cushion I got from, where did I get you from? I think I got her from St. Martin's. Yeah, I got her from St. Martin's, and she's a cute pin cushion, but she's even got like thread and everything, and little, you know, you can actually use this stuff, but I just think she's so cute by herself that I just left her be. It says Granny's Sewing Doll. Super cute. Alright, so moving up here, we have some more Blythe dolls. We have my only Ballerina. She's an Amigo size. She barely fits in here. Let's pull back a little bit so you can see. Yeah, she barely fits. She's super cute. Again, like, you know, they're connected to Gorgeous Girls, so I would really like to have more of these dolls too. Just only so much money and so much space, right? So here's a little Asian doll. This is from my childhood. I don't remember where I got her. I suspect I might have picked her up at Disney or something like that. When we used to travel, which wasn't like a ton, we traveled around the United States a lot, but not internationally. I would always try to find a little doll, and I suspect that's probably where she came from. And then I've got, on the left here, we've got Sanibel, and on the right we have Lilu. She's still wearing her goth outfit from Dolls Gone Goth with J Dolls UK and Dolls Rescued, and she looks just so cute. So, and in fact, this gal's wearing a dress that Marna made for me. Super cute. It's got little shells on it. So here we have Ebony, Prima Dolly Ebony, and she has been my Snow White. And then we have Sari over here, who is my other Snow White. She's my bedraggled Snow White. I love how they look, but honestly, I am going to change their clothes at some point. And then, okay, I have this cute little This is a music box. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of obnoxiously loud, but I like the way it looks. So it looks cute up here with the dolls. And now we're coming over here. This is an old box. I don't have anything in here right now, but typically I have yarn in here. And then we've got a little raccoon guy. I crocheted him a while ago. This is all books here. We got some jewelry making books, crafting books. All right, so up here I've got, this bag has some half-finished objects I need to finish up. That bag has fabric scraps that I'm not ready to part with yet, but they're pretty small. And then I have some, I will show these in future videos, so I'm not going to show you a bunch, but I've got some Barbie outfits in here I'm going to do some videos with where I try them on Barbie, and also Blythe dolls. And I have some Blythe dolls down there. They were dolls I was going to sell in my shop, and they're kind of in limbo. Not sure what I'm going to do with them. All right, so let me move things around. All right, so I have a big light that I keep here. I just moved it to the side so we have room to kind of get in here. I keep my laptop by my sewing, by the way, because this is where I try to watch a lot of videos when I'm in here sewing. So yeah, this is a little cramped in here. You can see there's not a lot of space between my sewing cabinet and this, but I'm dealing with it. And you can see I've got my 18-inch dolls here. This is a special art book that my hubby bought for me. I love Zora Neale Hurston. It's humongous. He didn't realize it was this big. So I have my American Girl dolls here, and then I've got a couple, she needs her hair combed big time. I've got a couple of Our Generations back there. Yeah, they fit. It's a tight squeeze, but they do fit. Right, then I'm up here with some more Blythe dolls and miscellaneous dolls. So we've got Cruella here, and she's using a very cool stand that Dolls Rescued sent me. We're going to be doing our Cruella video in September, don't forget. I have a cross-stitch little picture that I did a million years ago, and it's hanging out back there. This is the Dolls Gone Goth doll that I put together for one of the videos. It's part of the Dolls Rescued and J-Dolls UK series of Dolls Gone Goth. Obviously that's Anna Sui, if you didn't know. Blythe Adores Anna. And I got this little tiny little Wednesday Addams dolly that's hanging out with her. That's for Mrs. Frazzled. And again, we have a queen here. This is Star Dancer. She barely fits in here with her little bun on top. She will also be getting her clothes changed at some point. Okay, we've got Tiana and the Disney Snow White. They're hanging out back here. We've got Creatable World doll guy. We've got this guy. I think I got him from Six Flags a million years ago, again when I was a little kid. Raven from Ever After High. We have a like a boy body on a Creatable World head, and he needs a shirt. He's just hiding back here. And then we have Cinnamon Girl. She's still rocking it. I did an unboxing of her pretty recently, so she's still got her stock on. I think she looks so cool. All right, moving up a shelf. We're almost done, guys. Here we've got the Barbie extras. Thank you guys for hanging out this long. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to be able to share my doll collection with you guys, and especially this new setup. They're all, so I'm keeping the Barbie extras right now in their boxes, and I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. First, I like the way they look. I wish I could show them a little bit better, like, you know, really these are big, and so they would suck up a lot of space up here. And I have to say, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep them all or not. I definitely keeping her. I adore this doll. I like her whole vibe, her whole skateboardy vibe and everything. And this chick here, she's my second favorite. I really like the other ones. I mean, that's why I bought them. I like them. But I don't know. I'm mulling over. I might part with some of them. It's just hard because they're so cool. So I may not. I don't know. but they just look really nice in the box. But I will probably unbox them at some point in time. And then back up here, we've got Star Trek again. So this is not my entire doll collection, and as you can see, it is a mixture of, you know, crafting supplies. It's supposed to be both aesthetically pleasing for me and functional at the same time. That's kind of what I was going for. I do have I have a curio in another room that has more dolls in it, and of course I have, you know, other places where I have occasional doll here and there, but for the most part I try to keep all the dolls in this room and my office, my home office, because surprisingly enough, my husband doesn't want to have dolls all over the house for some reason. Haha. But yeah, I think it turned out really well. It's not in cement. I might still move things around a little bit, but it took me about, I would say, 3 or 4 days on and off working on this to get this to where I am pretty happy with it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and spending some time with me in the Dolly Sewing Room. It means a lot to me to share my passion of sewing and crafting and dolls with you. And I know there are a lot of other videos out there to be watching, and so, you know, your time is precious on YouTube. So thank you so much for your continued support. I always appreciate a thumbs up. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And you guys have a wonderful Dolly Day. Bye-bye.